This is tutorial number 124, and it covers how to use the Convert Entities feature within SOLIDWORKS. Now to start off, let's open up a new part file. So let's click File, click New, click Part, click OK. So in this tutorial, we're going to be covering how to use the Convert Entities sketch feature, and what that does is if we have a plane or say like a surface that we're sketching off of, and if there's features or lines or a sketch that is not on that plane, it's somewhere else in the part or in the sketch, and we want those lines to come onto our sketch, we're able to just use the convert feature, and it automatically converts it to there, and then it also moves it around to the right orientation and everything. So it's kind of hard to visualize right now, but I'll show you an example here. So to start off, click Sketch, and we're going to sketch out a cube. And let's make the cube 50 by 50. And then let's extrude it out 50 mils. Click OK. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create some planes that are kind of offset and a little quirky from like normal, I guess like what we have like front, top, right plane view. We're going to make some on a few angles. So let's click this face here, click Insert, click Reference Geometry, click Plane, and let's make this 30 degrees and click this line here so it's going to move around that point there. Click OK. Now let's also move this guy out a bit. So let's do another reference plane, and now he's moved out about 100 millimeters, and that's good. So let's click OK. Click this plane, and let's click Sketch. Now let's say that we're sketching on this plane, and we want this whole profile of the square to be on here because we want to extrude or do something with it. Now, if we went and just tried to draw it ourselves, we're not exactly drawing it precisely to what it should look like. So what we want to do is just extract those lines and those points and put it on our sketch. So if we click Convert, and let's click this line here, it converts and it goes right onto our sketch. So let's do that for the rest of the lines. Let's click this line, click Convert, and we'll hide this plane so we can get the last line there. And now we've converted all those points onto here. Now, if you remember, our square was 50 by 50. If we go to dimension this right now, that's 43. This is still 50 on the side. And why it's moved around is because of the angle that we're looking at onto the object. So let's delete these features. And now let's say that we wanted to extrude this. This is going to extrude directly onto those 2 points, like onto these lines. So when we go to extrude it, it's precisely in like the right orientation, the right direction and everything. So it works out very nice when you convert entities. So let's click Feature, click Extrude, and let's flip it around just so it goes through. Click OK. And you can see that as we extracted those points out of the sketch, it came out perfectly from our extrude. It went perfectly into our original solid that we came out with. So you can use this when you're either in a sketch such as this, if you're in like a part and there's different planes that you're working off of, you're able to extract and pull from other parts and planes. So using this convert entities, it's just kind of like you're at a view, and then you can pull all those lines onto your view, and then you can play with it. And all those lines that come onto your view are directly perpendicular to like what you're seeing. It's what you're seeing, you're pulling straight out. So like I showed how the 50 mils turned into the 43.3, that's how much of the line you're actually seeing at that plane and at that view and that orientation. So it's a wonderful feature to pull out other features from other parts, components, sketches. And that concludes our tutorial on how to use the Convert Entity sketch feature within SOLIDWORKS.